being a part of college radio is something special. It's very traditional, and as a station manager, you feel an obligation to really put on a good face for WMSC. It's kind of like, what do you want your legacy to be after you leave Montclair State? I just want to strive to make WMSC better and really leave a footprint on Montclair State as a whole.
Mike is very hardworking, and I know he also works outside of school. He's a student, and being the station manager at WMSC is close to, if not a full-time job. It's at least a part-time job, unpaid. But, you know, the amount of hours that you put in, even the weekend hours, you have, you know, Saturday and Sunday that you're also putting in over email. If somebody has a question, if something goes wrong, you hear about it as a radio station manager. And I think Mike does a damn good job at handling all this.
Station manager is the top student manager who has to be on top of what's going on at the radio station every minute of the day, every hour, every day, every week. And he has to look ahead for months into the future to see what will be happening in terms of programming and student staffing and any other changes. He has got to have a great sense of organization. He's got to have passion for the radio. He has got to be a people person that knows how to relate to students. He's got to do a ton of training to guide other student managers so that they can recruit students to their team and become managers for their departments. He has to do everything. The buck stops with Michael Claudio.
I definitely feel like at times I get pretty overwhelmed with everything I got on my plate. I mean, I work 2 part-time jobs. I'm the station manager of WMSC and then a full-time college student on top of that, taking 15 credits. I definitely get overwhelmed. I mean, it's a lot on my plate, but I think what makes it bearable and how I deal with it is I work with great people. I have great bosses. I have great teachers. Everybody I work with at WMSC, they're all great. I mean, when you're working with fun people, when you're laughing, when you're having a good time, that's kind of what makes it bearable, and you don't get so overwhelmed, and you start to just realize, look at all the good times, all the good memories you're making, and you just try to have fun with everything you're doing. So my daily routine every weekday usually consists of waking up relatively early, going to school, going to class, maybe a few radio station meetings, a few different discussions with my GM on different radio station topics, then heading off to work, and then getting home late, maybe around 8 o'clock at night usually if it's a good day, eat some dinner real quick, and then just start hitting the books, do some homework, try to go to sleep at a respectable time, and hey, wake up the next morning, do it again.
He is a very fair boss. He's very easygoing, which is good, but he is still able to keep everything working properly and keeping order within the station. He can't follow everything every single department is doing to a T. He's not here 24/7. He can't be here 24/7. He works and he's still a student. So he relies on all of us to let him know what we're doing, what's going on with our teams, and to make sure that we report to him so he knows if we're doing everything effectively or not, which is mostly what I do with him. I mostly just tell him what I'm doing.
Definitely with everything I'm doing, I have had my share of moments where a certain job suffered because I was just overwhelmed or too tired to carry out a task. I mean, there's been multiple times that I'll go to my job. It's an office job. I work for a small marketing company, and I'll literally be working behind the computer, and I'll literally start dazing off behind the computer while I'm typing up something or researching something for my boss. And definitely comes back to just working very long hours during the day and not getting much sleep. But I mean, you drink coffee, you drink Red Bull, you do what you gotta do to stay awake. But I mean, there's times your job suffers because you have too much on your plate, and you just have to find out a different way to handle it. After college, I know I definitely want to go into the television and digital media industry. There's nothing I specifically want to do. I love every aspect of it, from writing and producing to audio production and camera work. I kind of have my own saying that I've always applied to everything I've done, and it's just simply, I want to do what I love and I want to love what I do. So that's my motto going forward. I just want to have a job that doesn't feel like a job, and it's my passion and something I love every day.